Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is the long-awaited, possibly shelf videos. So anyone new here, I've got everything prepared, taken the TV down that's normally behind me, just so I can get access to them a bit easier. But yeah, I split my collection in all sorts of ways. So I've been umming and ahhing about how to do this and what the best way around it is. I think what we're going to do, I've got two main parts of the collection. I've got horror behind me here, which I'll do separately by decade, so they'll become in separate videos. Then I'm going to do this main wall behind me here, which is basically my rewatch movies that I enjoy rewatching quite often. Some good, some bad. You know, there's going to be a mixed opinion on these, but yeah, they're just what I personally like. So that's the main two bulks of the collection. Now I've got like a little subset collections going off left, right and centre here, so what I'll probably do is quickly whip round, not take everything out, but just quickly whip round and show those before we get into the main collection, and then we'll start at like the numbers and the alphabet sort of thing on the shelves there behind us and do it one by one up the top for the main sort of bulk and the meat of the collection. I've got over 3,500 movies all in total, so not all on shelves. I've got some in storage units down here below. Again, I'm not going to go through every single one of those because I don't think anyone wants to see that, but I'll show you roughly the idea of what I've got. We'll just go through the main shelving here, and then we'll go through the horrors, as I say, on separate videos by genre. So not by genre, by year, by decade. So yeah, if you're just interested in horror, obviously just look out for those videos. If you want to see all the shelves here, then stay tuned for this one, and we'll get to those just after I show you sort of a brief what the breakdown is of all the different subsets of how I've got the movies stored. Hope that makes some sense. Let's get going. Okay, so to start off, I've got a few box sets that I've just kind of pulled together on this stand here. So yeah, anything that I can't really put specifically by a movie. So I've got Clint Eastwood box set. I think if you should be able to see all the movies just down the spine of that, that's included. A Dirty Harry Clint Eastwood box set as well. Harrison Ford collection there, which I'll quickly just pop out. I know I said I wouldn't, but it doesn't show you the movies. So yeah, that's all the movies down the bottom there for the Harrison Ford collection. And then similar with the John Hughes, you got all the movies there from the John Hughes collection I've got. Then you've got the Pryor and Wilder box set. So you've got 3 movies in that one. Steven Seagal set. So the movies listed on the front there as well. Sly Stallone set, all the movies down the bottom there. These are open, most of these, just been careful how I've opened them basically. And then I've got the Takeshi box set there, which is quite a new pickup for me. Really enjoyed these ones. Top of the box there shows you the 3 movies included. Then I've got the Jerry Bruckheimer collection with all these movies inside, you can see on the cover. Then we've got the Cinematic Universe of Marvel, so the first box set. And I think that's got, hopefully you'll be able to see a bit of glare, to apologise. It should be able to read most of those off of there. And then I've got a few separately, and then you've also got this one here, which again has got the movies listed down below. Vacation box set, which again has got all the movies listed on the back. And then we've got the Vengeance trilogy down here, which has got Old Boy, you should be able to see it somewhere there, Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance and Lady Vengeance. So yeah, they're just a few box sets that I've got pulled out separately from the collection, so I thought I'd start off with those very briefly. Now this is sort of a new type of subset I've decided to pull away from the collection here, sort of in reverse order. So in this sort of white box here I've got, now these are movies that I'd consider rewatchable, but just not highly rewatchable for me. They're really good movies. I just don't know whether they are ones that I personally can go back to so often that I put them on the main shelving. So I won't pull them all out, you can pretty much see what these are. So yeah, a lot of them are just sort of boutique stuff. Yeah, basically I just don't have the heart to put these in sleeves because they are so good, but just the rewatch value of these aren't as high necessarily on some of the other ones I've got for me personally on the shelves. So yeah, that's one other subset. So these are these are movies that I've seen, but I've seen so long ago, my memory of them is very vague. So it's kind of like a rewatch pile. It's quite a new addition to how I'm storing the collection really as well, only last year or a year before I started doing this. Just went through and pulled out anything I couldn't really have a very clear memory on, but I remember enjoying, just couldn't remember much about the storyline or things like that. So I thought I'd put these in here as a collection, so when I fancy rewatching something that I know I haven't seen in a long time, they're already here. So I'm just going to scan quickly along here. So yeah, loose alphabetical order, not strict alphabetical order on these. And then across into the next shelf. So yeah, just a bunch of movies that I want to go back to at some point. Remember having a good time with them, just yeah, I want to revisit them. It's just easier, I think, because otherwise I lose track of what if they're all in the main collection, I lose track of what ones I wanted to rewatch. So hopefully you can see down the far corner there, I think Paperboy is the one. It's a bit awkward to get to down here, it's behind all my cabinets. So yep, hopefully you can see most of those. And then I've got a bunch in sleeves here as well, which is again how I said I store them in some units behind. I'll show you in a second. So yeah, that's all the ones I want to rewatch pretty soon. So these are my Disney movies. So a lot of these will just be nostalgic for me as a kid growing up. I would have watched these. So yeah, just going to run through these again, just briefly without taking them all out. So all my Disney movies, sort of, I think they're age of release roughly. So there you go. Going up to the more modern ones there as you go up the chain. And then on top of those, there's Bumblebee, but other than that, on top of those you've got the Pixar movies here again. So you've got Brave, Bug's Life, all of those ones. So that's my little Pixar collection. Yep, up to Wall-E, and that's it. So the last sort of subset, I guess, other than my sort of horror series, like I say, I'm going to do on a separate videos, or my to watch pile, like never been seen before piles, which I don't think I'm going to do. There's just so many in there. Most of them are pickups. If you follow the pickups channel, you've seen most of those quite frequently. But yeah, so this is now kind of like a subset of family movies I like to think of, I suppose these are, that I just haven't got to yet. Along the front here till you get to the Batman box set at the end of the animated series. Little figure there, my little one made. Yeah, and then you got the Batman TV series on the end there as well. So I have seen those too, well, a lot of them, but not all of them. They're just sort of tucked in the end there for necessity of space, really. And then just below, in here, we've got a bit of anime. So if you're into anime, these are the Studio Ghibli ones I've got, and a few others, or a couple of others in there as well. Being Elmo documentary on DVD, found in a charity shop. So I do like Jim Henson, if anyone knows me and the channel. Yeah, a couple more anime until you end up there on that box set. And then you go into the kids films I have seen, and sort of me and my family, we sit down and enjoy a lot of these ones. So just see if I can pan down. There you go. So I won't take all these out because I'm sure not many people will be interested in the family films, but I thought I'd quickly show them just as it takes a few seconds. So if I can get down lower to find the next lot. Yeah, that's the last couple of little shelves here. I've got family movies. So basically these are just ones that you know, my kid can come up and just pick anything off here she likes, and we can sit down and watch it together. So underneath my, what would usually have my TV on top of it, but just taking those down for the video here today. These are basically storage units. I've just got shrunken down movies, so movies without sleeves essentially. Which again are pretty good movies for most of them. In fact, there'll be some people's favourites in here, I'm sure, but for me they're just ones that I will go back to at some point. Just I don't need to go back to them right away. I just like to have them. They're not really worth anything, most of these. They're just ones that I've watched before. There's not much point in passing them on to or sell them on, because there's not really any value to a lot of these ones. Or there might be ones that I really do enjoy. There is some value to them, but again, I just don't go back to them as frequently as the ones on the shelves. So yeah, I won't get all these out. Obviously, there's so many in here. But I've basically got 3 drawers of these. So yeah, you got top drawer there. I know people are shouting at me about Aeroplane being in there, but yeah, just missed me. I think as an age bracket, I find it funny, but just not as funny as some of the other things on the shelves there. Yeah, Nobody as well. You know, it was good. I enjoyed it at the time. Do I go back to every week? Do I come home from work and think what I want to watch tonight is Nobody? Probably not. No. So that goes in the like what I think of as an archive system, really. So yeah, God knows how many is in there. Hundreds and hundreds, I'd imagine. So yeah, that's the next part of the collection. Couple of excellent box sets here I forgot to conclude at the start because I have these on display, sort of they're hiding in plain sight, these things. But yeah, Imprint box sets, absolutely fantastic if you like a I've got a modern neo-noir kind of thriller. Really good movies in these. So see if I can show you the movies that come in there. You got After Dark, My Sweet. Was it Mortal Thoughts, Rush, One False Move, Flesh and Bone, Twilight. Not the vampire one, obviously. It's the one with Reese Witherspoon. And then this one here is probably my favourite of the box sets, I guess. So this has got Blue Steel, Internal Affairs, Crimson Rivers, The Way of the Gum, personal favourite of mine, and The Yards, another good one, and Narc. So yeah, really nice box sets. Got a couple of sets here that are just basically Asian cinema, I guess these are. So I got these in CX pretty cheap. Got Robotrix there, Seventh Curse, and then I think it was Erotic Ghost Story and Ebola Syndrome. So I just kind of grouped those together on the shelf, mainly because of space. Okay, so I think that's all the little sort of subsets and displays I've got. So now we'll start the sort of top left of the main shelving unit and get to the main part of the collection. Okay, so hopefully you can hear me. The camera's quite high up in the room here, so I'm quite down low below the camera. Apologies if the camera's a bit wobbly, it's just me holding it on a stick. So yeah, I'll pull these out, and this is the main part of the collection really. So these are 10 Cloverfield Lane. Yep, fantastic, really enjoyed that sequel, really dark, sort of psychological thriller really, that one. Set in a basement. 12 Angry Men, classic, everyone should see that movie. 12 Rounds, almost the opposite of 12 Angry Men. It's like maybe no one should see that movie, but I really enjoy it. John Cena, just dumb action fun. 13 Hours, a sort of, I think, almost overlooked action thriller, I guess, about these guys who get held pinned down. I think it's in Afghanistan, and they're waiting for backup, and they've got to hold off all this this fort, basically. Really good. 16 Blocks, saw this at cinema, so got a bit of a nostalgic attachment to that one. Bruce Willis. 21 and Over, so yeah, makers of The Hangover, quite a fun, just like comedy, teen comedy, basically, where these kids have a massive party based on a true story. 40-Year-Old Virgin, that kind of early 2000s comedy I absolutely love. 50 First Dates, I've got a soft spot for Adam Sandler. I just quite like most of the things he does. 127 Hours, really good sort of gripping thriller there. Everyone knows the story of that, I'm pretty sure, where he gets stuck down between the rocks. 2001: A Space Odyssey, so classic sci-fi. 2012, so disaster movies, do like my disaster movies. So yeah, pretty good one. About Time, so that one is basically, it's a romance film, which you wouldn't think, well, I wouldn't think personally I'd enjoy that much, but there is a few romance movies in this collection, believe it or not. This one just adds the added element of sci-fi in there with a bit of time travel, which I really enjoyed. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective and When Nature Calls, so classic from my childhood, both of those. You got Action Jackson, so yeah, really fun 80s comedy, just over the top. I really enjoy that one. Adaptation, one of my favourite Nick Cage performances, if not my favourite Nick Cage performances. He plays twins. Age of Consent, so you got a young Helen Mirren in this one, really good deserted island type movie with her and this artist on an island. Alien, so 4K, I think everyone's got that, it's pretty much a staple in most people's collection. Just going to shuffle along. Okay, so next we've got the Alien quadrilogy, so obviously got your first four movies of Alien in that one. Sorry, get a camera level. And then you got Alien Covenant, Alien Romulus, Alien vs Predator. I know most people are sighing at that one, but and especially the second one where you can't see anything, but it's just popcorn fun for me. Alien Nation, really enjoyed the TV show when I was younger, and the movie as well, really enjoy that one. All Dogs Go to Heaven, nostalgic animated one for me. Almost Famous, absolute classic for me, really enjoy. Along Came a Spider, brilliant thriller. Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Ambulance, American Animals. So yeah, really good sort of heist type movie where these guys try and steal, I think, some artwork. But yeah, really enjoyed that one. American Beauty, I studied that one when I was studying film in college. American History X, the American Pie 4K, the American Pie basically straight to DVD sets. And you got the American Pie 1, 2 and 3 in the box set, which is what I had before those. American Reunion, American Psycho, just going to shuffle along. So next we've got American Sniper, really enjoyed that one, Bradley Cooper. Angel Eyes, so one of two I think media books I've got in my whole collection. I never know how to say this one, but this is Animalia, something like that, Animalicia. Who knows? You'll know better than me. Then you got Nora, Apocalypse Now, the big 4K set. Got Apollo 13. You got Arrival. You got Austin Powers. Austin Powers 2. You got Avatar with a 3D lenticular. Avatar, same movie but just remastered apparently. That was cheap in CX. And then you got Avatar Way of Water, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Baywatch, terrible film, but the first scene in that in the sunbed just makes me laugh so hard. Yeah, really enjoyed that first bit. Batteries Not Included, classic from my childhood from VHS days. The newer Batman movie, Batman Returns Part 1. Sorry, Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, probably the two best animated Batman movies I've seen. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. The Dark Knight set, so the back basically is all under Batman, but you got Batman on 4K, Batman Begins, sorry, Batman Dark Knight, Batman Dark Knight Rises. Got the, wrong way around, Batman from 1989. Batman Returns, Basic Instinct, Barfly. I got Balto, so again a VHS staple from my childhood. Bad Neighbours with Seth Rogen. And this one you could put under J I suppose, but I put it under B for Bad Grandpa. Got the Bad Boys Collection with 1, 2 and 3 in. Got Backdraft. Tom Hanks in Bachelor Party, Back to the Future trilogy, Babylon. Discovered this movie through watching Roy Barrett's Blu-ray Movies channel, doing the same thing with these shelf videos ages ago, so shout out to Roy Barrett. Baby Driver, Reese Witherspoon movie. So Reese Witherspoon was probably my teenage crush growing up, so yeah, picked up all of her movies when I was younger on DVD, and yeah, Base Laid Plans is a weird sort of 90s thriller. Not amazing, but I really enjoy it. Better Man, really big surprise when I watched that one. Enjoyed that. Beverly Hills Cops 1, 2 and 3, newly remastered. The BFG, another VHS staple for me when I was young. Tom Hanks in Big. I got this one for Big Daddy really, because that's one of the two of these that I watched the most when I was younger. So Big Daddy also includes Mr. Deeds. Big Lebowski, absolute classic. Big Trouble in Little China. Bikini Car Wash Company 1 and 2, Ooh La La. And then you got Black Hawk Down, saw that at the cinema, really good. Black Snake Moan, really appreciate that one. That was when I did a video back a little while, well, included in one of my videos a while back from 2006. Black Swan. Blade, absolutely amazing vampire movie from late 2000s? No, early 2000s? Early 90s? Okay, so we got... I had this one, I bought this for I think $4.99 before I bought the 4K Blade, so I've got 2 and 3 here in this set. We've got Blade Runner, the sequel to Blade Runner, it's Blade Runner 2049. Blame It on Rio. Blowout. Blue Lagoon. Body Heat. Body of Evidence. Bohemian Rhapsody. Boogie Nights, The Book of Eli, Booksmart. You got Borat, absolute favourite of mine for comedy. Being John Malkovich, Behind Enemy Lines, the Before trilogy, Before Sunrise, Sunset, and After Sunrise, After Sunset. Can't remember now. Then we got Beetlejuice, which is the wrong way around between that and obviously Beetlejuice. Okay. Mel Gibson in Beaver, or The Beaver. Beau is Afraid, Mr. Bean movie, The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, Born on the 4th of July, and lastly on the shelf, The Boy Next Door. Thanks for watching part 1. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that, and there'll be more parts listed down below or to come on the channel depending on when you're watching this video. Thanks guys, bye bye.